It's September. Welcome to high school football season preview, kind of. Beth Duran alongside Danny Hernandez, episode 13 of the Dimecast podcast. Thanks everybody who talked to us about last week's episode, which was the college QBs. And, you know, we ended it by saying there's a couple guys we didn't mention. Anybody contact you like, hey, Danny, you forgot to say my name?
Not yet.
Yeah. You have how many messages on your phone?
I don't even know.
How many messages, Danny, right now? Give me the anxiety.
1622. That might be less than the last time. I don't know. I don't remember what the last time you asked me.
1,600? Oh, getting better.
1,622.
Larry, mark this down in September. 1,600.
I'm going to get that down.
All right. In October, we're going to go and check the number.
Okay. I'm going to get it to at least 600 of those off. Watch. I'm going to do it.
Just delete them, though. Actually.
Yeah.
All right. Before we get going, you like my shirt?
I do like.
You like the shirt?
Yeah,
smooth, huh?
Good, man.
Yeah.
Some curls. Look at you, man. Okay, Billy Bison.
This shirt is brought to you by Built, BYLT. You might see Matt Barkley wearing it, but most importantly, though, our guy.
Yes.
In the Bay Area.
Greg Pinelli.
Looking
all fresh.
Care of us.
Yes.
So Greg Pinelli, I've never met him, but I've been following him for a while.
Yes.
Quarterback trainer in Bay Area.
In the Fresno area and everything. Yeah, Central California.
Valley, he gets the Bulldogs, He gets all your Spartans, all that good stuff. And jokingly, I was like, hey, can I get some Built stuff?
Yeah.
Dude, again, never met the guy.
Yep.
But all of a sudden, he's like, hey, contact this person, boom, 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 whatever. Because I've been spending so much money on Built for myself.
Oh, yeah.
Because I love their stuff, their hoodies.
Great stuff.
Because it's just basic colors, right?
Yeah.
Not because Gronk is sponsoring them or not because Gronk is investor, whatever Gronk does. Because, you know, I'm not going to wear, we probably wear the same size, but it looks a little different.
Yeah.
But it's just great quality stuff. It's not a commercial form. This is just a way for us to say thank you to Greg Pinelli. If you want to get some Built stuff, use his code Pinelli and you'll get 20% off. Which I had done. So I bought a hoodie from them and I bought some the everyday pants.
Okay.
Right. So I got them and I used this code.
Okay.
Before you told me he was your guy.
Yeah. Oh, man.
So I thought full disclosure, I thought he was like your competition, which he is, but not really. No, I'm saying as far as like,
that's my guy.
Colleague.
Yes.
Bartley, let me rephrase that. He's your colleague.
Yes.
I guess, you know, as a broadcaster, everybody's our competition, but you guys are colleagues. I was like, I don't care if he's Danny's boy or not. Like,
I'm going to use this code.
I'm going to use that code for 20% off. So,
I like that.
But Nelly, we appreciate you,
Thank
bro.
you, Gregory.
And this shirt looked really good. And I put it on the other day. I'm like, ooh.
It does look
I wore it to play golf.
Okay.
I'm like, it's too nice to play golf. This is now my Friday night going out to the wine bar. This is my wine drinking shirt.
I like that.
Because it's soft material and it's dark enough. So if I spill my Cabernet, nobody knows that.
But it looks good too because it rolls up. So when you're drinking, it kind of show a little bit of show some gunnage. You know, I like that.
But the left sleeve is a little longer. We're going right here, because it's ready to show some arms.
There you go.
All right, high school football season. Today's episode is about the class of 2025 and guys that Danny's worked with or working with right now. And again, full disclosure, it's only about guys that are under the Team Dime program or guys that have worked with you in the past, guys that you have a personal relationship that if you can DM them and say, hey man, send me a signed jersey, they're going to respond back.
Happening.
What up, Caleb Williams?
Yeah.
We got to get that Caleb jersey up here.
Look it up, Caleb.
So we are filming at the SOA Studios here in Southern California, not too far from Orange Lutheran High School, where there's a kid that you told me about when he was a freshman, TJ Lateef.
Yes.
He had an aura about him as a freshman. He wasn't starting yet, but I met him at a basketball game. I'm like, who is this kid, Danny?
Yeah.
And you rave about him headed to Nebraska.
Great kid. TJ's a kid. Came up in the Carson Pop Warner program. Worked with TJ, I think, since like the 4th grade. So got a chance to just see him grow again. One of the funniest guys that I've ever been around. He just kind of has that real, almost like dry sense of humor that just kind of, are you making fun of me? It becomes that kind of thing. A lot of that comes from his dad. His dad's amazing. But yeah, TJ's done really well at Olu. He'll be going into his 3rd year as a starter over there. I think Olu, they put it out that they have the toughest schedule like in the country, I think it is this year. So they're playing against some big dogs. And, you know, TJ's recruitment process, he had a ton of offers from a lot of places. And he decided that he's committed to Nebraska. Nebraska is a great place. I mean, their fan base is amazing. Coaching staff is awesome. I have one of my other kids there, Daniel Kalin, that's part of the 2024 class. He's raved about it, how much he loves it over there. He's a kid from Nebraska, but TJ will be obviously making the trip from Cali all the way over there. So I'm excited for him over there.
For TJ, he plays in Trinity League, so
Yes.
he gets overlooked by the Boscos, the Mater Dei,
Yeah.
the J Sarahs, and but he competes, he battles. He'll be on some games where they'll lose, but he makes a play. I saw him play at least 3 times last year or the last couple of years, where you're just like, oh yeah, he's not like quarterback at Arizona. No, he's not like Noah Fafita.
No.
But TJ, like Noah can beat you with your legs.
Yes.
TJ, I'm pretty sure can.
Yes.
But this dude looks like he's a quarterback.
Yeah. No,
like he wants to get after.
Yes. Sharp kid, processes information well. He's going to beat you with his arm most of the time, but he is a little slippery and he could do a little, here and there, but he's definitely going to beat you with his arm.
How much does it help that he's been at a school like Orange Lutheran where they're not going to be in the open division playoffs? They're not going to be somebody that's going to run the table and he's not playing the second half because he's taking his lumps.
Yes.
He's getting intercepted. He's getting beat up and then he's learning.
Yes. It's been great him being over there. And again, I think when you mention that sometimes the guys are going to get overlooked when they're playing the Mater Deis and the St. John Boscos of the world. How amazing is that for him that he's able to see those guys every year? Yeah. He'll be going into his 3rd year. You're going against the best in the country, and he's had success, when he's gone against those guys. They haven't turned out to be W's at the end of the game, but he has had some success and it's been a great experience for him.
And for a program like OLU, when the playoffs come here in Southern California, if they're not an open division team, they're one of the top in Division 1.
Yes.
And they run the table.
Yes.
Whatever division they get put in,
yes,
they're going to end up in their championship.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just like, he looks like a different person.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I love watching him play. TJ Lateef headed to Nebraska. Now let's go up the freeway. You have kids in the Valley.
Kids up in the Valley. One of the kids, again, shout out to our boy, Greg Pinelli, kid by the name of Robert McDaniel. And Robert was a kid that
what school?
He goes to Hughson, is where he's at. And it's somewhere out in the Valley. It's kind of in like no man's land a little bit. It's kind of in the middle of Fresno, but in the Bay, it's kind of in the middle of those areas. So
Houston?
Hughson.
Now who songs?
No. So he's over there, and Greg ends up sending me some footage of him. And Greg does a great job with the kids that he has in that area. And from time to time, I'll say, "Hey, am I seeing this right? Does this kid have something here?" And I said, "Heck yeah, that kid has something over here." And he's like, "I'm going to send him down to you so you can work with him. Tell me what you think, everything like that." Sends Robert over down to us. We end up working out. I absolutely love the kid. Again, extremely fast hands. He's a baseball player, a very good baseball player at that. And, just recruitment just kind of took off. He was a no name. Nobody knew who he was, under the radar type guy. And what he ended up doing, he's picked up a couple of group of 5 offers. Then from there, the offers started kind of picking up with a couple Power 5 schools, and really cool situation for him. He ended up being an Elite 11 finalist this last year, and that they don't normally have guys in that area that happens for. So really cool to see that. He was originally committed to Cal, and then
Robert Allen is his name?
Robert McDaniel.
Yeah. Robert McDaniel.
So then Robert ended up, he was committed to Cal, and then he ended up flipping and ended up committing to Arizona. So now he's at Arizona. So it'll be pretty cool to see Butter over at ASU and Robert over at Arizona. So just give me an excuse to go visit Arizona.
Okay, so Hughson, Hughson.
Yes.
Robert McDaniel, you put in his name, Turlock, Modesto. Everybody's claiming him in that valley right there. He went to Elite 11, huh? Mm-hmm. And he was dealing there.
He was. No, I'm telling you, he's a good one.
So he went to Elite 11 and he switched. That's where he went to Arizona.
I think he had already. Did he flip yet before that? I think he had flipped already.
Yeah, he had flipped. Then he went to Elite 11.
Yes. It was like days in between. Yeah, the way it ended up happening for him. And again, it's like, for some of the quarterbacks that are out there, and maybe you're in an area that there's not a lot of traffic with college coaches, or
there's not a lot of traffic in your city,
in your bro. Just regular traffic in your city.
I'm zooming in to try to find this right here.
Oh no, he's chilling with a bunch of goats, man. I'm telling you, like real goats.
Okay,
like
so
goats.
I pride myself in knowing like where area, especially in California, he is okay already.
Yes.
So you know when they say he's off the path?
Yes.
This dude is off the path.
Yes.
So if you're taking the 99 going to Modesto, because again, I wanted to work at minor league baseball, so I learned all these things like the Modesto nuts. And So when you look at the area that pops in on the map, it's green, it's all farm, and then all of a sudden, a little area right there. See, the lights came on because that's what happens in his neighborhood in Hughson, where it's like probably one town. Oh my God, I gotta see this. You talk about finding you anywhere you can.
It's probably happening, man. They probably have a Walmart, a Sonic. They have some stuff going on. I think. Come on now.
On the map, it's like, Robert, if you're watching this, wait, you better be watching this.
Yeah.
All right, here's where we make the joke. If they got electricity in the barn, right? On the map that pops up, there's a Napa Auto Parts.
Okay.
An Agave Blue tequila bar.
Okay.
A church. And that's about it.
All right. Good times.
Yeah, it's in Stanislaus County. All right. So we'll find you, baby.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Here we go. Hughson. Guess the population in 2020.
What was it?
Guess.
Tell me.
You probably have more text messages.
Oh.
No, it's 7,400 people.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
The picture that pops up, a water tank. We got to go to Hughson.
Hey,
We're going to Hughson, baby.
Go.
Let's go.
A water tank. All right.
So this is another example of if you got skill, they'll find you.
Oh, yeah. No, and that was the thing. Like I had seen him, and again, talking to coaches throughout the country, it was just like, me letting these coaches know if this kid was in a major city, he would have been a 20, 30 plus offer kid. Because I think he was just that good, but he was a guy that a lot of coaches didn't get a chance to see. So he did a real good job going into his junior year. We hit the camp circuit pretty hard. We went out to a couple camps. He had picked up a few offers. Coaches had got a chance to see him throw live. And the other good part about him, he was so open to feedback on the things that he needed to do to get better, and it was like, all right, Robert, we got to clean up your body a little bit. All right, Robert, we got to do this. We got to do that. It's like, and he took everything that, that we were telling him, and he was applying it. And it was funny, man. I just had him come over, I think this last Saturday. And I think he ended up kind of making it a point to let me know, like, hey, dude, I have been working out, because he ends up taking his shirt off during the session. Yes, it was hot. I get it. But it's been hot before, and he's never done that.
Yeah.
He took the shirt off, and it was like, yeah, there's some new muscles under here, dude. So he was showing me that and ripping and doing his thing, man. So I was, again, I'm so excited about that kid on everything that he's going to be able to do.
Beautiful. So he's 6'2", 195. Now also plays baseball.
Stud baseball player too.
Yeah. So McDaniel was invited to the Elite 11 the night before. Because somebody canceled.
Yes. You did your homework. Yes.
Dude, this is what we do at the Dimecast. We take care of you and we do some research. I love this guy's story.
No, it is. It's a great story. And like I said, extremely humble, hardworking kid. He just has that small town kind of chip on his shoulder type of deal. It's like, but I mean, again, the kid could absolutely deal.
Oh, he's an athlete. In 28 baseball games last year, 36 RBI.
Okay.
Yeah. Deal. Bring it.
Yeah.
Multi-sport.
He could do it.
All right. I like that guy. Robert Daniel.
Yeah.
We're going to get him. Make sure we get his social media up there. All right. If we get a picture of him with his shirt off, even better. So we can post it out there. Well, give me another kid, like maybe in the San Fernando Valley or 818 out there.
One of the kids is Wyatt Becker. He's out of Sierra Canyon High School, and he's committed to Utah. Wyatt's did an amazing job over at Sierra Canyon. Again, highly intelligent quarterback. Very athletic. Okay. He's one of those guys that probably doesn't get enough credit for his athleticism, but he is very athletic. And Wyatt's done an amazing job. Wyatt was a guy that when he was going into ninth grade, we hit the camp circuit really hard, because his incoming freshman year that summer, that was the first year that they were able to have camps right after COVID. So the year prior, there were no camps. So it's like we hit the camp circuit really hard. And it was Wyatt Becker and Julian Sayin, who's now at Ohio State. Both of us, we ended up hitting a bunch of camps together throughout that whole summer. So it was a great time, again, spending time with those kids and their dads, and just seeing the country and seeing some really good programs. And he's going to be at Utah.
He's a Utah guy.
Yep.
Why go to Utah?
I think just the school checked a lot of boxes for him on what he was doing, like his skill set on what he does. It fits what they do offensively. I think that's super important for these guys when they end up picking a school. Like, know yourself and know what you're really good at. Does that school look like your style fits with them?
Yeah.
And
I like what Kyle does up there.
Yeah, they do great stuff. You know, so he's really excited about it. The coaches have been very consistent in his recruitment. You know, again, this was a guy that had a ton of offers. You know, it's like, and when you get all these offers that end up coming in, you know, you start kind of seeing who's really taking the time and effort, you know, to recruit you. And Utah was all in, and that's a great program.
All right, quick hitters here. Give me some guys' names and just a couple sentences on them.
A couple guys that I'm excited about. Lonzo Esparza over at Los Alamitos. He ended up committing to Cal. So I'm excited to see what he ends up doing. They have a really good team, consistently have a really good team. So I'm excited to see what he ends up doing over there. Jackson Colick out of Laguna Beach. Okay, that's a small school out over here. He's definitely not small.
Let me play the stereotype. Is he a surfer?
You know what? I don't think he is a surfer, man.
Okay.
To be honest with you, he's not. I mean, he's kid's all of 6'4", all of about 220.
Laguna Beach, so he plays volleyball.
No, doesn't. Yeah, I don't know if it's beach volleyball when he's hanging out or something. I don't know.
This guy's ruining my stereotypes.
I know he is. Great kid though, man. I mean, extremely hardworking kid. Again, he was a kid that had a bunch of offers. Ended up, he was originally committed to UW. And then when the whole
that kid,
when everything kind of moved around, when Saban ended up, you know, leaving and all the coaches ended up going all over the place, he ended up decommitting from there. Ended up committing to Minnesota. So he'll be going to Minnesota.
Oh, he'll go to Minnesota. Okay, I remember hearing about him. Yeah.
So he's committed to them. Again, really excited about him. And for the guys that are committed right now in California, that's my guys that are committed in California, outside of California.
Yeah, where we go?
Some of the guys that I have one of my kids out of Oklahoma. He's originally a California kid, David McComb. And he's committed to Kansas. He's originally a San Diego kid.
Okay.
And then they moved out right around COVID time, ended up moving out to Oklahoma. And he's done all his high school years over there at Oklahoma. He's committed to Kansas, so I'm excited about him. Luke Carney out of Dallas Christian. He's committed to Syracuse. So I'm excited.
So he wants to be a broadcaster?
I don't know, man.
That's the only reason you go to Syracuse.
Okay, well, then I'm going to connect them with you.
Because everybody who's on TV except for me went to Syracuse.
Okay, Syracuse is the move. I'll find out, man. I got to find that out there, you know. Grady Adamson, one of my other kids out of Oklahoma. You posted
about him. He's kid, right?
Yeah, big kid. He's going to Georgia Tech. So he's going to Georgia Tech. Again, excited about him.
How do you get Oklahoma kids?
You know,
do you go to Oklahoma and train them?
I do go out to Oklahoma.
I know you're a country guy, but
I do go to Oklahoma.
So what do you do? You find Morgan Wallen concerts and you go train kids there?
Well, we had River Warren on one of the shows time again. So, you know, he would end up getting me out over there. A bunch of other guys would end up coming and working with me. You know, they're pretty aggressive too, man. Those guys come out to California too.
Good football.
They come out here to train, you know, too. So I'm excited about
long way from Troy Aikman and the Wishbone, huh?
Yeah. Oh no, without a doubt. Eli Morcos, another kid, Lake Creek High School. He's committed to Tulsa. One of the kids that I have. And then another kid that I'm super excited about is Jet New out of Utah. He's committed to Appalachian State. So
is the NIU kid?
NIU,
yeah. Posted about it.
Yeah, he's a stud. And
Jet New.
Yeah, and Jet.
What a name right there.
And Jet's going to Appalachian State where Joey Aguilar's at. So if everything
graduates,
that's the goal. Okay, so that's the goal. He'll have an opportunity to compete as a true freshman going over there. They love him that much that they truly believe that he's going to be able to compete as a true freshman when he gets there. So
those are your 2025s.
2025s, you know, right now, again, I have a lot of other 2025s that are not committed yet. And I'm hoping later on down in a show, we end up bringing out some of these guys that were under the radar and we see where they end up. But it's a good class. And there's some really good guys that are not committed just yet.
I'm happy for you, man, because those are kids that you've had growing up.
Yes.
And to see them going that one day when they do their signing day, and you're like, hey, look, I told you earlier in the text message today, I'm trying to figure out how to pay my kids' tuition right now. Damn, he should have been a quarterback.
Exactly.
Back up to the backup.
Exactly.
Like, you know, like you see Colt McCoy retired finally.
Oh yeah.
14 years as a quarterback in the NFL. Okay. The amount of money he made.
Oh yeah. That's like body's probably healthy.
Oh, he's healthy.
Right? Like
McCoy's gonna go from being on the sidelines holding the clipboard straight to the Big Ten Network and doing over NBC, how they're doing games. Perfect.
That's winning
nobody's
right there.
beat up right there.
Yeah, that's winning right there.
Well, congratulations to you and your class of 2025 guys. And of course, shout out to Greg Pinelli. Use the Pinelli code for 20% off at Built. They can do some Built stuff. Or maybe he sent me some Bill stuff and I was supposed to give it to you. But
Maybe.
All right, for Art and Larry behind the scenes, thanks so much. You've been watching the Dimecast on SOA Studios. Next episode, class of 2026.
Loaded class. Loaded.
And those are the juniors right now.
Those are juniors. Loaded.
You're excited about that.
I'm excited about that class.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. For Danny Hernandez, I'm Beth the Rant. Thanks for watching the Dimecast.